Hey, welcome to the Phil Garris Show. Today's show is Hillary's health and honesty is a real problem. Today is September 12th, 2016, episode number 18. Hang on to the handlebars and fasten your seatbelt and we're going to get going.
Educational, informative, controversial content to keep you free. This is the Radio for Freedom Network, featuring The Phil Garris Show. Broadcasting from the city beautiful Orlando, Florida.
Hey, welcome back to the show. I'm glad you can make it today. I'm your host, Phil Garris, brought to you by radioforfreedom.com. You can catch our show on radioforfreedom.com at any time, or on the internet. We're on iTunes, TuneIn, Snitcher, and our host platform is on Speaker. Today's show is Hillary Clinton's health and honesty is a problem. In our last broadcast, we talked about blunders on the campaign trail, namely Gary Johnson and the blunders he had with the media. Now the Clinton campaign has a major blunder on their hands with Hillary's health, as we've all seen the video by now of Hillary falling down before she's helped in her customized van. What do we know at this point? What we do know is that Hillary, it seems like she has been sick for a while. She hasn't looked good. Her coloring hasn't been right. She's been coughing. Now we know the truth, that the campaign was covering up that she was ill. Evidently, she was diagnosed last week with pneumonia, and she kept burning the candle on both ends. When she was attending the 9/11 ceremony in New York, her aides claimed that she was overcome by heat. What I think she was really overcome with was her pneumonia. She should have never been out there. She should have taken time off and rest. And this is a major blunder. If we think Gary Johnson has blundered, let me tell you what, Hillary Clinton has played right into the Trump campaign's hands about her health. The question is, why was this diagnosis of pneumonia hidden from the American people? This also speaks to a question of honesty. So now there's two blunders. You have a blunder of Hillary's health, that the Trump campaign has been saying for a while that she's not healthy, she doesn't have the strength, she doesn't have the stamina to be president, and also the problem with honesty. As we all know, that the media and even the Trump campaign has raised questions about Hillary's honesty. How is this going to affect voters? And how is this going to affect the polls? Will she continue to lead Donald Trump in the polls? This is a very bad situation for Hillary. It makes her very vulnerable. It kind of looks like the Trump camp said, I told you so, see, we're right. Her health is an issue, her honesty is an issue. The Clinton campaign has stabbed itself in the heart. This was unnecessary. They could have easily avoided this. Even if they did not disclose to the American people she had pneumonia, and it could have been easily overcome. Only if she rested. Now, was it honest? Of course not. It wasn't honest at all. I don't think there's anything honest about Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. What remains to be seen is how the Clinton campaign spins this and how they put it back together. But just think, even if they were faced with this situation where Hillary had pneumonia, if they had just cut back on her schedule, I don't think a whole lot of people would have noticed. To sum up all of Hillary Clinton's problems, one is a question of honesty. She was not honest with the American people when she had pneumonia. Her and her aides tried to tell the American people that she was having a problem with heat at the 9/11 ceremony, when in fact she had pneumonia and she was seriously ill. The second problem is it calls in a question of judgment. If you have pneumonia and you think you can hide it and you maintain a very rigorous schedule and you burn the candle at both ends, what's going to happen is exactly what happened to Hillary Clinton. You're going to pass out and find yourself on the ground. The last part is a question of Hillary Clinton's health. Is she able to withstand the rigors of office? We need to get a clean bill of health on Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, considering their age. I think both candidates should come clean with the American people, have a physical evaluation by an independent board of doctors to certify their health. Last week and this weekend, we've seen candidates stumble and fall. Gary Johnson did not know what Aleppo was. Hillary Clinton clearly deceived the American people. The third blunder is going to be Donald Trump, and that blunder is going to be his tax return. If he releases his tax return, we are going to see that Donald Trump paid very little tax in relation to the amount of money he made. If he does not release his tax return, he is vulnerable to attack from Hillary Clinton and also Gary Johnson, and the American people will become very suspicious. Thanks for listening to the Phil Garris Show, and have a good day, and make sure you vote